A lot of problems that I have with taking photographs are color related. You can see here, for example, that there's a blue hint on this photograph, and it really shouldn't be there, mainly because it wasn't there in real life. And I don't know how I took this picture with a blue tint, but somehow I did. Again, I'm not a professional photographer, but happily Photoshop Elements makes it very easy for us to change color issues. I went to the Enhance menu. I'm going to go to Adjust Color. You can see that there are several options ranging from basic issues like this color cast all the way up to more advanced features like adjusting color curves. For right now, I want to remove the color cast, which is this bluish hint or tint that appears all over the image. And I can read the instructions, but I'll just tell you right now that what you do is you click on any area that you know to be white, black, or even gray. And once you do, the algorithm in Photoshop Elements takes care of it, and it removes the cast. If I turn off the preview, you can see how it looks. I'll turn it back on, and there it is. So very simple and straightforward. Let's take in another option here and look at another problem I have sometimes is color of skin. For some reason, sometimes it ends up a little too blue, or in this case too red. But if I go to the Enhance menu, one thing that can help is adjusting the color for skin tone. And essentially I just click anywhere on the skin, and you can see the difference here. Look at that difference, or that it's much more normal. I'll turn the preview off here, and you can see that it's much more red. But let me turn that preview back on. That looks much better. It's much more realistic, and I'll choose OK. There we go. Now sometimes in general the whole image has a little bit too much red. This is especially apparent on this person's skin. But sometimes even in the sand it's a little too red. Well, if you go to the Enhance menu, again on Just Color, you can go into this pretty neat thing called Color Variations. And you can see here that I can choose from any of the area of the image, whether it's the midtones or the saturation, and choose some different options. So I want to actually, in this case, decrease the red. So I clicked on that. I'm going to choose OK. And notice here in the main image, the red, as I hit OK, it'll decrease and the skin tone will look a lot more normal. The red is out of the sand, and it looks just much more realistic again. The last thing I want to show you is just something fun. You've probably seen this in maybe jcrew.com or some kind of an image when you're taking a look at a sweater or a shirt and you choose a different color, blue, say, versus red. The same sweater appears, it's the same image, it's just the sweater or the article of clothing has changed. Well, this probably is how they do it. Under Adjust Color, if you go to Replace Color, what I want to do is I want to replace all this orange with another color. So I'm going to click on the area that I want changed, like the cheerleader's skirt. And now I'm going to do something that probably won't work super great, but I'm going to change the hue. You can see it's changing some of this orange to the yellow. But what I need to do to make all of it change is increase the fuzziness of the orange that I clicked on. So let me cancel that and start over. Go to the Enhance menu and Adjust Color and go down to Replace Color. I'm going to click on this orange that I want to have replaced. But notice that this orange might look a little bit different than this orange. What I want to do is I want to increase the fuzziness, which essentially means that I'm going to increase the range of oranges that I want to include. So as I do this, watch down here. See the areas that are white? That's currently what's being affected. But if I increase the fuzziness. Now I can see much more items will be changed when I change the hue. So if I go to the left, I can make it purple or blue, or I could turn it to the right, and there we go. So you can see, and now if I increase the fuzziness even more, the letters up in this grocery store sign get affected. So this is something fun to do. And essentially making changes in color corrections, or just having a little fun, really straightforward with the Enhance Adjust Color Options menu.